Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2018 Elantra Turbo. We're gonna be replacing the clutch because the customer complained about shaking on the clutch pedal when you press it. So most likely that's in the slave cylinder area. But since you are the slave cylinder area and this one is inside the transmission, um, we're gonna be replacing also the clutch disc and the cover. So we're gonna remove our airbox, the battery. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this. It's just a bunch of 10 millimeter. So we're gonna remove our battery assembly. Then we're gonna remove our tray. We're just gonna remove our computer here. I'm just gonna remove this connector here. It's like a harness clip. And then the battery tray is just one 10 millimeter and three 12 millimeter. Okay, so next will be we're gonna remove our ground strap here, right? There's some connector here. I don't know what's this sensor for. Maybe output speed sensor. So we're gonna remove that. Our slave cylinder line. We're gonna remove that. I don't know how to remove that. I think it's just a quick connect. And there's a pin there. Yeah, we'll do that. And also let's put this aside for now. There's another connector here. We're gonna remove this. Okay, and also our cables. So I just this locking pin here. So you just have to pull it out and pull this side. Okay, that's good. We're gonna remove our bracket there. We'll just use zip ties, zip tie it on the harness so it's out of our way. And what else? All the transmission bolts. So we're gonna deal with everything down later. So there's another bolt that's holding the bracket. So I think the best way here is we're just gonna remove this cable. So there's a like a retaining clip there. You have to push it on each side and then you can pull it up. So I'm just gonna spray some penetrating fluid in there so it's easier to remove. And yeah. And then we can remove now the bolt there that's hiding, because you have to remove that. We have no choice but to remove this bracket because there's one bolt on the transmission that's hitting that bracket. Okay, that's good. That's out of the way now. I'm just gonna zip tie that later. What else? We're gonna be doing the ground strap here. So we got a 12 bolt here. Now the question is, I don't know how to remove this quick connect. I think this is just a quick connect for our slave cylinder. I think we have to do it from the bottom. So anyway, I'll deal with that later. Let's worry about these transmission bolts here. So we got 214 on top and one for the starter. I'm just gonna zip tie this shifter cable here to our harness. Okay, we got some bracket there. Let's remove that. It's 12 oh, short. That's out. Now we'll just zip tie that again. Okay, so we're gonna lift off the vehicle. I forgot to mention, because we're in this case, it's easy to remove the subframe and it's easy to work on when the subframe is out. Once we remove our transmission, I remove our bolt for our steering U-joint, so that's 12 mm. So now we're gonna just remove the tires. I think we're gonna remove the tie rod, stabilizer link, and the ball joint, right? Okay. So 17 millimeter for outer tie rod end. Just pull it down. Okay. So now, let me put this back there. I'm gonna do the other side, and then we're gonna go lift up the vehicle and remove our joint, the ball joint. Okay, so we're gonna be removing our ball joint, 3 bolts, 1 bolt and 2 nuts. The same thing, but 17 millimeter. I'm just gonna do the other side. Now I'm just gonna spray some penetrating fluid in here so that, you know, it will help to come off easily. Okay. So next will be, we're gonna remove our mid mount here. That's 17 millimeter. Okay, that's out. Now we'll be gonna be removing our mounting for our subframe. We got one here 19, one here 19. You got 14 for the bracket, and also our exhaust hanger there. We're gonna remove that, and that should be it. And we should be able to lower this subframe assembly. I just remove our hanger there, the rubber hanger. I'm gonna set up our jack, and we're gonna start removing the bolts. Okay, I'm gonna start lowering it. Make sure the link is not hitting that wheel speed sensor. So now I'm just gonna pry our ball joint there and the control arm. So I'm just gonna lower all the way down. Okay, that's good. Just gonna put this aside for now. Our next thing will be, we're gonna drain the fluid for sure. At least we're gonna put some fresh fluid there. We're gonna remove our drive shaft there. And also this hose, I think, for our turbo. Yeah, I think I have to remove that. So it's just a bunch of, there, you see that bolt there? I think you can use a vice grip to remove that, or you can remove the outer shell for that and use a flat screwdriver. What else? And then we're gonna separate the drive shaft out, and then we're gonna remove our vacuum pump here so we can access our starter bolt there. I think that should be it. Yeah, and then as you can see here, a clip, because I know this is just a quick connect. I don't know if you guys will see that. That's, I think you have to pull that, and then you can just pull the clip and you can slide out this, what do you call that, this quick connect here. And then maybe I really don't want to use a vice grip in there just to hold. Maybe we can try that, or maybe cover the hole in there. I don't know. Let's see what will work. But for now, I'm gonna remove our pipe here from the front to the back. So that's out now. Let's drain our transmission fluid. So where's the drain hole? I think this guy here, our fill hole will be there. So 17 mm. I'm just gonna remove our fill hole bolt. This is gonna be faster to drain the fluid. So while draining, I think we can start removing our vacuum pump here. I know you guys cannot see anything, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove this connector here, the hoses, so as long as you can remove the whole pump, right? Yeah, and then after that we'll try to remove this quick connect for our slave cylinder. Okay, so I remove our vacuum pump. There's some clips that's holding in the vacuum pump. So as you can see in here, I just cut them. It's too much work to remove them. So I'm removing now the lower bolt of the starter. So I didn't fully take out the whole starter, I just rest it on the engine side. We don't need to remove that fully. So next will be our quick connect here on the slave cylinder, I think. So I don't know if I need to remove this clip. Let's see. Okay, so there's our clip there, right? I think I can slide this out. Yeah, oop, there's some fluid there. Okay, let's stop. Okay, so at least we're all clear here now. Next will be we're gonna take out our drive shaft. So I'm just gonna pry this and put a bungee cord on the side. Okay, I'm just gonna put this aside here. A bungee cord, hang it somewhere. Okay, next is we're gonna do the other side of the drive shaft. So we're just gonna remove the 3 bolts here for our center bearing. 14 mm. Pry it. Okay. And then we're gonna tap the metal or the bearing side or the mounting. Then we'll be able to remove this one from here. And same thing, we're gonna put a bungee cord in here. Okay, so now the remaining is the lower bolts on our transmission. One here, one, and then our transmission mount in there. So I'm gonna lower our steering rack there so that our jack is ready, and we can remove this transmission now. Okay, so I set up our jack, our support for our engine. So I'm just going to remove all our bolts here for our transmission. So they're all just 14 millimeter. So I just noticed too, while I'm removing the bolt on this side, as you can see there, it's like a feather. I think that's our clutch, material there. So definitely we got some issue on our clutch now. So if you're not sure, maybe you do some visual inspection. If you can see that kind of feathering there, material, yeah, that's our clutch. Okay, so that's out. Now we're gonna go to this side here. Our access area for transmission mount. Now we're gonna use a 14 millimeter socket to remove that. Okay. Almost there. It's the bracket. The mount still hitting that on the vehicle, so I think that's out now. Oops. Space now. Okay. Oh no, I think I have to remove that whole mount there on the top. Yeah, I think I have to remove the whole mount there. That's not good. Okay, so I think I have to remove the whole mount. So let me remove those mount, because what happened there is this guy, the mount is, we don't have enough space to pull it all the way on the side, right? So I'm gonna remove those, and then we'll get back and remove our transmission. Okay, so I remove our mount, right? Now I just have to slide this out the car so we have more space, like that, and I start lowering it. So just lower slowly, make sure that there's no harness or cables that's attached to the transmission. Okay. So here's what I'm talking about here. Oh. So this is what I'm talking about. As you can see there, like this is the material on our clutch, right? So yeah, the way I explained earlier when I was trying to remove our bolt, if you're not sure if it's a clutch problem or on the slave cylinder problem, just do visual inspection and you will see this kind of material in between of the transmission and the engine. So if you can see that, you will know that we have a clutch problem, right? So now this is our slave cylinder. They called it co-eccentric slave cylinder, so it's internal. I think we're gonna be replacing that because I called that, right? Now we're gonna remove our clutch cover and let's see the material there. So here's our clutch cover. It's only holding 12 mm, so we're gonna remove that. One, two, three, four, five. Oh my goodness, the dust. 6. So I think only 6 bolts. I'm not sure, but let's try the cover. Is it only 6 or 7? I don't know. Let me see the other side. Yeah, I think only 6. Okay. I'm gonna try this guy here. Right now it's just stuck on the dowel guide. Oh, man. Ooh. Come on, man. It's coming up. I'm stuck on the top dowel. Come on. Okay. There you go. Whoa. Okay. Here's my light. Here's our disc. Look at that. No more disc itself. It's all gone. Right? You see this face on the back side of the disc on the engine side. Compare on this one. Just all metal to metal. That's what happened there. I think what I'm thinking right now is that's why he felt that slight pulsation when he was pressing the clutch pedal, is because, in my opinion, this is uneven. So it's pressing and he sees the pedal, sees that there's uneven here, so that's why there's a pulsation. It's like brakes, right? So it's equipped with a dual flywheel, dual mass flywheel. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sand this down here, clean it, and then we're gonna install our new clutch and cover. Right. So let me sand that down, spray some brake cleaner, and then let's grab our new part. Okay, so we got our new clutch disc cover. Now we got our new clutch, right? So just double check. There's marking on the clutch disc And it's like this one, it says here manual transmission side, so meaning this one is facing towards your transmission. You got your alignment tool, right? So we're gonna use this because you have to make sure that it's aligned properly. Uy. Then we're just gonna line it up with the dowel pin. See the other side. And looks like it's lined up to our dowel pins. I think. Yeah, so let me grab the. Okay, that's lined up there. So as for the service information, I'm gonna torque it to 10.8 foot-pound. So let's do the bottom one first. Oh, that's tight, man. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's line up. That's good. Now we're gonna go to our transmission side and replace our slave cylinder. So 20 foot-pound torque spec. Whoa. Hold the other side, please. My assistant. Okay, that's tight. That's tight. Okay, that's tight. So now we're gonna put the transmission. Before I forgot, our boot protector. So now we're gonna put our transmission back to our engine, and yeah, that's it. So if it's hard to go in, because I think the spline is not catching in, right? Turn your crankshaft. So that's 22. Turn it clockwise. Come on, baby. There you go. Whoa. Okay, so now I'm gonna lift it a little bit like that. Slide in. It should slide in. No? Huh? What's going on there?
How come you can't teach me like this, huh?
Huh? Okay.
You can't guide me like this and teach me.
What do you mean? So let's turn the crankshaft again. I think it's in.
You say bang, bang, bang.
Okay. A little bit. Come on, baby. Something is stuck. Nothing in there, man. Is that going in there? Why you didn't tell me anything?
Marco, you want a good YouTube content? T37S cut.
Ah.
T37S cut. That's good
Okay,
YouTube
so
content. You could say the customer is a ding dong.
so right now it looks like it's in. So we're just gonna go slowly. We're just gonna go slowly, turning our bolts, right?
Who opened that way? Who opened it?
So once you thread it in, if it doesn't go in, like you're trying to force stuff you're doing, right?
You have a needle nose management?
It should go in smoothly. Okay. Okay. So our transmission is in. I'm just gonna torque those, and I'm just gonna install everything in reverse order, and we'll get back when we bleed the slave cylinder. Okay, so now we're gonna do some bleeding on the clutch. You're gonna need someone to pump the clutch pedal. You have to, do it by your hand, because once you pump it, it's not gonna the pedal will not come back, so you have to use your hand, right? So we have our bleeder screw here. I have our hose here that going down to the bottle, so it's just the same as like doing a brake fluid, right? As long as there's no air, and make sure when you crack this loose, that's you're holding this one, because that part on the slave cylinder is plastic. So hold down the thing, the bleeder screw area, so, and then put your hose there, right? Okay, you can pump it. You wanna sit? Okay, you're okay. Okay, hold.
I'm just a dog.
And we're gonna crack it open. So far I didn't see any air coming out there, which is good. So now we're done with our bleeding process now. Yeah, that's done. Thank you. So we're done with this bleeding process. I'm just gonna clean all this stuff here. How was it? Good? Soft? How was it? You good? Okay, so I'm just gonna clean everything. I'm still waiting for our transmission fluid, the manual gear oil, and I'm gonna put everything back together and we're gonna go for a test run. Alright guys, so I put everything back together, filled with transmission fluid, gear oil, and install our steering U-joint. So now we're gonna first start it. Make sure there's no noise or grinding noise or anything like that. Clutch in. Okay, that's started. That's good. Okay, my clutch feels good now. I don't feel that the kind of pulsation in the pedal. Unlike before, Like every time I press this, there's some pulsation. That's good. It shows that engaged. The important thing here that it didn't make any noise. So now we're just gonna go have a test drive and see that it's all shifting properly and there's no issue with our clutch. Alright guys, so we're on the road right now. It's kind of foggy in here. So far car shifting no problem. There's no grinding noise or any abnormal noise since we moved that subframe, right? The pedal feels good. It's not spongy or anything. So yeah, that's not bad for a transmission or clutch replacement on this Elantra. I thought there's gonna be like, because it's my first time to replace on these models, so I don't know if other models is kind of difficult, but this one, once you remove that subframe, it's more on, there's more space, right? I know other guys doesn't remove that subframe, but I just like working on what's good for my body. So yeah, so far the shifting between gears is good. There's no drag or slipping, no noise, right? That's the important thing, and it's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know I didn't record the installation on the other components, right, when we put everything back together, but just pretty straightforward. Whatever you remove, just put it back and how it is, and that's it. I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.